Hi, Deborah here. I know it's been a while. I was speaking with a beloved the other day and they said, "You're not sending out emails anymore. Where are you?" And I am very much on Facebook every single day. It seems to be my mode of communication other than in-person clients. It seems to flow easy for me and I'm able to do it first thing in the morning and it just works. I guess because it's been really quiet the last couple of weeks, client-wise, I'm reaching out even more. Here I am. The energies are pushing people so much. What do we mean by that? We mean that consciousness has been raised, the vibration that is influencing us as individuals and the planet is pushing up and pushing through our beingness, and in that we're revealing more of ourselves. Revealing is what it's all about. I used to say creating was what it's all about, but I too am shifting deeply and we're revealing ourselves, we're revealing, owning the God of ourselves, the spirit of ourselves, that we're owning that we are a speck of the cosmos. We don't have to get the power. We already are the power. We are it. We are individual specks of it. This magnificent energy that's coming through, I see it forcing people to look at places that previously may have been uncomfortable for them, but hopefully the consciousness and the vibration of the planet and ourselves as a collective has been raised enough that the fear doesn't override the choice to look. Again, revealing is what this is all about. It's always about the revealing, the revelation of our cosmicness. It's always about that. And it's hard to imagine that there are people who can't have a grasp on vibration yet. I know we're all in different places. But if you're one of those people, just look at the fact that you can walk into a room and feel negative or positive. You can eat something and feel different. Vibration, energy is all that we are, our true identity, as I call it. I don't believe we are our bodies. I see ourselves as spirit in this temporary form for a while here. I had a very dear God sister make her transition recently. A woman who, there's a piece of her in almost every room of my home. In here, my healing space, there's actually a book she gave me. It's right up there, called Angels. She sent me that once as a gift, and I have jewelry she's made and gifts that she's given me, and a Christmas card she gave me once is taped right above my kitchen sink. I was blessed to be called to her the day before she made her transition, and was blessed to spend most of the day with her and feed her her final meal in her physical instrument and love her and laugh with her, along with a third woman. The three of us were blessed to be together that day. I don't believe in death. I said that a few moments ago, I'm sure. The body does turn to dust, but our souls, our spirit, ourselves, our true identity thrives on. It was so great the way this beloved God sister let me know that she was leaving. It was just amazing how she let me know. Orange and red gladiolas everywhere, her favorite flower. And the day before I got the call, there was a huge spider web on the threshold of our door, and you couldn't go through it. This woman was a Native American medicine woman, and spider medicine and energy was a big part of her, and her art and her medicine and her teaching. It was up there for 3 mornings in a row, and the third morning it had this very large spider in the center and just this gorgeous web that had been created in the threshold. And I very gently took it down, blessing it and saying, "Oh, please, can you give me some other signs and not build this magnificent web again? I don't want to keep taking it down." And she did. I would go out to talk to someone about her, and a feather would fall from the heavens and land at my toes and my feet. And a hawk feather was in my path the other day, and more gladiolas everywhere I look. And just the constant, consistent reminders of her presence, hearing her voice. She came to me in a dream the other night, and we were dancing. Amma was chanting, and she and I were dancing to Amma's chants. It was beautiful. It was so much fun to be there with her. Revealing is all that we're ever doing. We're shedding all the parts of ourselves that are not part of our true identity, and therefore we find our true identity in the center, that chewy, wonderful center of the piece of candy. We want to get through all the hard stuff on the outside to get to that soft, peaceful, pure, loving center, and to live from that place forward. This morning, very early in the morning and later in the morning, I was doing some Mooji satsangs, listening to them. And Mooji's such a formidable teacher for me, a guide, one who guides me into more of who I am and myself and the truth of my true identity. And he says it in these succinct lines that just fill you right up, fill up your heart and make it pulse and have your blood flow. He's one of the ones. Let me read you a couple, okay? They're just so magnificent. Don't touch anything that you need to have a relationship with. Don't touch anything you need to have a relationship with. Think about that. Relationship comes from ego. Talking about being egoless and coming from that beautiful centering place. He said, turn your head into a temple. In other words, don't let anything come into that head, that thinking mind, that you wouldn't bring into a sacred temple. Really, bring only thoughts of sacredness into your mind. Let that be where you go. And for me, that means, and I write about this all the time in my blog and on Facebook, is don't ever go against yourself. Yourself is God. It's a speck of the cosmos. It's part of the allness. It's what connects us to one another. Don't go against that. We go against that too often by doubting ourselves, by not thinking we're good enough, by telling ourselves we're sick, by telling ourselves repetitive stories from yesterday or 20 or 30 years ago that prevent us from embracing our allness right here and right now. It says, a higher level of consciousness is where love is the climate. Love. Let love be the climate. Let love be the climate of your conversations, of your thinking, of your offerings, of your meditating, of your givingness. Let love be the climate. Like really listen to that language. Let love be the climate. Let it be the climate that you're coming from. Let it fill up the room. Let it be the climate of the space. You know, and isn't that, for me, what the experience that I hope I offer those who come to our home, to this sanctuary, to this healing space? or even let me bring it with me if I go somewhere, is a climate of love. And people feel that. They go, how come it feels this way? How come a beloved will say they'll come into the back door to come to my healing space for an appointment, and tears will come to their eyes the minute they enter the home, the sanctuary. Let it be a climate of love. And this, I will end with this one because I tell people this often, that I don't look at the story that you're telling me. I look at your true identity and who you are, the God of you, and that's why healing can take place on multiple levels. And Mooji said it so eloquently and beautifully, and I quote him now for you. I trust the one I know you are, not the one you think you are. So I trust the one I know you are, not even the one you tell me you are. I trust that one. I trust the one that knows health, whose cells are radiating a God climate. I trust the one who knows what unconditional love is. I trust your true identity, not the one you think you are. Thanks for joining me. This feels really good. Glad to be here once again. I love you. I behold the one I know you are.